It was Maya's first day as an intern at Altrex Technologies, one of the fastest-growing tech firms in the United States. Her palms were sweaty, her heart drumming faster than a race car, and her tote bag was stuffed with every first day at work essential imaginable, from a notebook to extra gum to even a little Lucky Charm her mother had slipped in that morning. She had rehearsed this moment over and over: enter quietly, introduce herself politely, take notes attentively, and under no circumstances, attract attention. But nerves have a funny way of rewriting plans. As she stepped out of the elevator on the 33rd floor, she scanned the long glass hallway for the conference room labeled Orientation, Interns. Seeing a door slightly ajar, with murmurs inside, she assumed she was right on time. Without checking the sign, she straightened her blazer, took a deep breath, and pushed the door open. Inside sat 12 high-level executives in crisp suits around a sleek black table. At the head of the table sat a man in his late 30s, charismatic, confident, and quiet, observing everyone as though calculating their value in real time. Maya froze. But instead of backing out, she remembered something her grandfather used to say: when you're scared, walk in like you own the place, even if you're about to trip. So, heart pounding, Maya walked in. "I'm Maya Sharma. Intern. I know I'm not supposed to be here, but since I already am, may I offer a different perspective on what I just overheard?" A ripple of confused glances spread through the room. One of the executives chuckled under his breath. But the man at the head, the CEO, raised an eyebrow and gestured for her to continue. "I heard you discussing user engagement issues with your new AI assistant app. You're trying to make it smarter and more human, right?" she said, voice quivering just slightly. "But you're thinking like engineers. Users don't want smarter, they want empathy. That's what AI lacks. That's what will make you different." A beat of silence. Then the CEO smiled. "Interesting," he said slowly, eyes locked on her. "Very bold." The room buzzed back to life, but something had shifted. Maya apologized for intruding, face flushed, and scurried out. She eventually found the real intern orientation 3 floors down, but her mind kept replaying the CEO's face. Over the next few weeks, Maya faded into the background as most interns do. She filed reports, fetched coffee, and worked late on mundane spreadsheets. But once in a while, she'd look up to find someone watching her from the glass-paneled executive floor above. Adrian Voss, the enigmatic CEO of Altrex, had built his empire from a cramped garage. Known for being stoic, ruthless, and completely uninterested in office gossip, he was the kind of leader who made even senior VPs nervous. But Maya had unknowingly stepped into his radar. One evening, while working late, Maya got a call on her office line. "Sharma, right?" The voice said, calm and firm. "You have 10 minutes to get to the innovation lab. I want to hear more of your empathy pitch." Her heart nearly leaped out of her chest. The innovation lab was empty except for Adrian, leaning casually against a desk, sleeves rolled up, no tie. "Convince me," he said simply. And so she did. Nervously at first, then passionately. She spoke about her younger brother with autism who couldn't connect with chatbots. She told stories of her immigrant parents trying to use tech services that made them feel dumb. She ended with, "Tech should never make people feel small." He didn't say much that night. But the next week, her internship role changed. Suddenly, she was part of a special team, a 4-person group directly under Adrian, testing emotional intelligence models in AI. No one understood why a nervous intern had such access, but no one dared question it. Maya worked harder than ever before. Long nights, early mornings, constant pressure. But also a quiet thrill. Adrian became less intimidating with each conversation. They began sharing quiet moments between meetings, coffee breaks filled with more than caffeine. His laughter surprised her the first time she heard it. It was real. Deep. Wounded, maybe. She learned that he had grown up poor, raised by a single mother who worked 3 jobs. That he wasn't as cold as he seemed, just guarded. He learned that Maya had a stutter until she was 10, and still doubted her own voice sometimes. Their connection deepened, quietly, carefully. But office politics are cruel. Whispers began to circulate. The intern and the CEO? One evening, Maya overheard 2 HR managers laughing in the break room. Bet she flirted her way in. Cute interns always find a shortcut. It hit her like a punch. She left early that day, didn't answer Adrian's texts for 3 days. When he finally cornered her in the elevator, she blurted, "I don't want people to think I didn't earn this." Adrian looked at her, eyes serious. "Then show them. Build something they can't ignore." And she did. 6 months later, Altrex launched Hera, the world's first AI assistant trained in emotional intelligence, empathy modeling, and adaptive communication. It became a sensation, used in hospitals to comfort patients, in schools to support neurodivergent kids, and in customer care for people who just needed to be heard. At the launch event, Adrian stood on stage and said, "This isn't just a product. It's a vision that came from a voice we almost didn't hear, until she spoke up in the wrong room." He looked at Maya as the audience applauded. 2 years later, Maya Sharma wasn't just an intern anymore. She was the youngest VP in company history. And during a quiet evening, on the same rooftop where they used to share coffee, Adrian handed her a small velvet box. "I built this company on logic," he said softly, "but you taught me about feeling. About connection. And I realized I want to build the rest of my life with you." Maya smiled, remembering that first day. "I guess I really did walk into the right room after all."